Now we will quickly have a look how our food, taste and water can impact our mental health. The first one is food. In the yogic culture, we see the food according to their qualities. So there are three qualities of the food. One is sattvic, other is rajasic, third one is tamasic. Sattvic food. This food is considered very good for health. It increases the purity, strength, health, joy, peace and brings clarity. These are like whole grains, fresh vegetables, ripe fresh fruits, nuts, seeds, legumes, dairy products, spices, natural herbs, natural sweeteners like jaggery, honey, etc. Then we have Rajasic food. This results into the energy of agitation. It increases the negative emotions such as lust, anger, greed, selfishness, violence, and ego. These are basically the stimulants which stimulate the nervous system when we intake it, and then it puts it down, like tobacco, onion, garlic, soft drinks, yeah, stimulants of all kinds. The third one is tamasic. This food results into the energy of resistance. This type of food makes you dull, inert, lazy and depressed. These are basically the chemical based on the processed foods and the foods which are not easily digestible. We don't say that this food is good or this is bad. Whatever your body can easily digest, as we discussed earlier, is the good food for you. So you can make a right balance between the sattvic, rajasic and tamasic food. The next one is taste. You would have observed that even after having the meals, you are still craving for something else. Your mind is not satisfied. Why that happens? That happens because the one of the taste which is required by body has not been given to the body, and that's why your mind is not satisfied, is still looking for more. And these are the tastes which are required by body: sweet, salty, sour, bitter, astringent, pungent. All these tastes have some physical and mental effects. So what we should do is we need to maintain a right balance of each taste, because excess can cause a problem, and if you don't intake in the right quantity, then also it can cause a problem. So for example, you can see sweet, if excess, then it causes lethargy and anxiety. Salty, if excess, then it generates craving, anger, impatience and lethargy. I'll not go to the full length of it, so leaving the rest for your reading. The next and very important is how and when to drink water. There are many things that we need to consider while drinking water, but these are the must. So the first one is always sit and drink water. It prevents you from arthritis and helps the nervous system and kidneys to do their job properly. The next one is drinking 1 glass of warm or lukewarm water just after you wake up. This is the magical one. It prevents you from many diseases and helps removing the toxins and cleansing the intestines or the colon in the morning. The third one is water before and after meal. The minimum gap should be 30 minutes before the meal and at least 1 hour after the meal. This prevents you from overeating, helps removing the indigestion, heartburn, acidity and many other repercussions. The fourth one is 1 glass of water an hour before bedtime. This prevents sluggishness, irritation, snoring, leg cramps, roughness or fragmented sleep in the night, and helps you making the following day more energetic. Last one is do not drink water at once. Take a smaller sip, swallow, breathe and then repeat. This prevents you from hernia, appendicitis and helps providing the right alkalinity and hydration to the body. Let's have a look at the physical activity now. So in physical activity, I'll not go into much detail. So whatever you are doing, keep doing that if it is working well for you. What I'll cover today is what is must. See, our body is capable of bending forward, bending backward and twisting to both sides. This much activity must happen in some kind of form. In yoga, we called it Hatha Yoga. That is recommended. If that is possible for you, go for it. Otherwise, that's okay. But make sure that every day you bend forward, backward, twist to both sides and do squatting. Squatting keeps the spinal column stretched, so that is good for the neurological system. And then move all the joints on the daily basis: your finger, wrist, elbow, shoulder, neck, waist, ankle, knees. Make sure that you have some sort of movements in all your joints at least for 5 or 10 minutes. So for each joint you can have 5 movements at least to start with, and then you can make it to 10 and then 15 as you move along. This ensures the lubrication in the joints. This is a must for everybody on a daily basis to keep the entire system healthy, particularly your neurological system. Otherwise, it becomes an issue when you start aging. The next one is urges. We have many kind of urges. Some are physical in nature, some are mental in nature. In the yogic system, we call it dharniya, vegas, and adharniya vegas. Vegas means urges. So dharniya, which is suppressible urges, these are the mental urges which we should be mindful of. So greed, grief, fear, anger, ego, shamelessness, envy, jealousy, pride, arrogance, anxiety, anguish, inferiority complex. These are the small viruses which once enter into the system can cause a big harm. So we need to keep a conscious check on all these urges. The next one is adharniya urges, which is non-suppressible urges. These are physical in nature and these should not be stopped, and we should let them flow in their natural way. Otherwise, it can cause many big problems physically or mentally. One is urine, then feces, semen, flatus, vomiting, sneezing, irritation, yawning, hunger, thirst, tears, sleep, rapid breathing from exertion, cough. So these should not be suppressed, should not be stopped, and should flow naturally.